Your SO reporter flew to Cameron this morning with Channel 2 news photographer Bob Durham. Here you see aerial views of Cameron and the surrounding area. It was a picture of desolation, of ruin, but from the air you couldn't get the entire feeling of the scene. Now we're in the town of Cameron, right in the heart of town. A stove and a refrigerator, a dead cat. Scenes like these are commonplace in Cameron. Wreckage filling the streets completely. This is the main street in Cameron. You have to walk over, oh, it must be 6 feet, a 6-foot-high pile of wreckage, wrecked timber, lumber. These are cars and other wreckage piled up outside the courthouse, the only building that seems to have withstood to any extent the ravages of the storm. This is Dr. Cecil Clark of Cameron. You might say he's the real hero of the Cameron story. His wife and 2 children are missing, but even in spite of his own loss, he's worked constantly all through the night and day without sleep or rest in order to help the injured. And here we see the sheriff, Sheriff O.B. Carter. This is Representative Alvin Dyson, state representative, who has sent an urgent plea asking that the Cameron area be declared a disaster area. These are other views of downtown Cameron. What buildings are left standing or have suffered major damage. This is Main Street. Everywhere you look, nothing but wreckage. A civil defense worker, together with a fisherman from Puerto Rico, talking about what has happened to Cameron. The civil defense workers moved in last night and this morning from Lake Charles to do what they could to aid Cameron. Dr. Cecil Clark, whom we mentioned a few moments ago, lost his wife and 2 children. They're missing, presumed dead, when his $50,000 home blew away completely. Frequently you'll see houses, or rather you'll see the absence of houses where nothing remains but foundations in this film. Quite a few dead cattle in the streets, several dead cattle, and boats, shrimp trawlers, tugboats that have washed up into the very streets of the town. There's been some looting in the town. 24 state troopers are on their way to assist the sheriff and his deputies. There are 3 state troopers on the scene now. Here, bodies being taken to the ice house in Cameron, which is serving temporarily as a morgue. These were the 2 victims found just before we left. There are 58 known dead so far in the town of Cameron, definitely known to the sheriff, who checked off the names for us in an effort to give us an accurate tabulation of the definitely known dead. In addition, there are many, many missing. Many others have not even been reported missing as yet. There are instances in which houses containing whole families were blown away, and quite possibly those families have not yet been reported missing. An example of the terrible situation in which Cameron has found itself